mic, man.
Please.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sirs.
What is your full name?
Sir, it is Pakshal Secretry.
You are already secretary.
Yes,
Why do
sir.
you want to become another secretary?
Sir, it is my surname. Actually, my great-grandfather was secretary of Jain religion. So
Okay.
because of his selfless service, the community gave the title and it became our surname, sir.
Okay. Because
The Jain religion, he was in our locality, he was secretary, sir.
your subject is economics.
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
And you did this economics from IIT Kanpur.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I didn't know that IIT Kanpur also teaches economics.
Sir, it was started from 2006 as a discipline and it teaches both BSc and MSc in economics, sir.
What are the three major economic problems of India?
Sir, in current context, first problem would be that there is outflow of foreign capital from our country. Sir, secondly, quality of jobs has been a concern for our economy. And thirdly, sir, rupees depreciation is another concern, sir.
These are the concerns.
Yes, sir.
I would say that the poverty, unemployment, inequality are the major concerns. You mentioned about these concerns. Why not poverty, inequality, or unemployment?
Sir, for unemployment, I have mentioned the second
You
point.
mentioned slightly.
Yes, sir. Sir, for party, our party has decreased to 2.1%. We are close to eliminating the absolute poverty from our country.
Do you
And
think so? We are close to eliminating poverty. Have you to be into any village in, say, northeast or in the West Bengal?
sir, this is what statistics tells us. Sir, this is what government data and data from World Bank and IMF also confirms that India's absolute poverty right now is only 2.1%, sir. So that is what data tells us, sir.
What is, according to you, is the absolute poverty?
Sir, as per defined criteria, any person who is earning less than $3 per day is considered to be poor.
$3 per day.
Yes, sir.
Is considered poor.
Yes.
How many people, 90% of the population, what is the average earning of 90% of the population? What is otherwise the average earning of the all households? We have 140 crore population.
Yes, sir.
33 crore households.
Yes, sir.
What is the normal average income of per household?
Sir,
according to the
as per present data in the budget, sir, it is 2,21,000 per capita income of our country. And sir, if we see for family of four, it would be around 8,80,000, sir.
8,80,000. And it becomes how much? Is it true? What does Pew Research Center say? That what does other research centers say about it? What, there have been a lot of economic research centers. What do they say about India's household income?
Sir, while inequality has been a concern, many research have been showing that India's inequality is on higher side. But sir, there is uniform consensus among all the organizations that poverty in India has declined, sir.
Okay. It has declined.
Yes, sir.
What is the literacy rate in India according to you?
Sir, 74% as per NFHS.
26% people are illiterate. They are poor, or most of them are poor, or only a few of them are poor?
Sir, we might define some other kind of poverty, for example, multidimensional poverty, where in multidimensional poverty, 14% of our population is poor in that context, sir. Sir, also, we might this data which I am saying about 2.1%, it is based on absolute poverty number, and which has a defined criteria of $3 per day. So anybody earning more than this wouldn't qualify as absolutely poor. So it is based on definition and not qualitatively, sir.
Okay, thank you.
A little bit more on what sir's talking to you about, but in a slightly different context. Our GDP, we are the number one in the world for growth rate, and GDP is doing very well.
Yes.
Inflation rate is low.
Yes.
Foreign exchange reserves are excellent.
Yes, sir.
Everything good about macroeconomic factors.
Yes, sir.
And yet we are nowhere close to, as sir mentioned about poverty, we are nowhere close as to the developed countries when we talk about standard of living of our people in general. What are the major reasons for that? I know no statistics. You are very good at statistics. Just reasons from your point of view and suggestions again from your point of view to make us a developed nation by 2047.
Yes, sir. Sir, in per capita terms, we are very low. For example, our per capita income is
We are
only-
low.
Yes, sir.
I know how much it is. We are low.
Yes, sir. So mainly it is firstly because of historical baggage. So secondly, because our growth in much time after.
Historical baggage means, can you just explain it in one line?
Sir, India's literacy at time of independence was only
No, I'm not on
16%.
literacy at all.
Yes, sir.
It's only economics.
Sir,
Less educated people can also be rich.
yes, sir. Sir, our economy was also on downside in 1950s, and from 1950 to around 1991, sir, we followed import substitution, etc., which led to
What
stagnation
needs
of
to be
growth.
done now?
Sir, firstly, we need to increase our manufacturing share in GDP. Structural transformation needs to be done. 43% of population is still in agriculture. They need to be brought out from agriculture into manufacturing and
Into
service sectors.
Very good.
Sir, that would be first aspect. Second would be demographic dividends, sir. On that front, sir, education and skilling.
If it is a demographic dividend, then why do you call it historical baggage? Are the two things not contradictory? It's also part of historical.
Yes. So we are improving in some aspects, and there is miles to go, sir, I would say.
Okay, let's change the topic. But still on economics. We are planning to hold Olympic Games.
Yes.
What I have observed is the last few Olympic Games, most of the countries who were the hosts suffered losses. So now you tell us, we quickly do a quick analysis of economy of hosting an Olympic Games in India, the pros and the cons, in the context of the poverty, etc. we have been talking about.
Sir, pros of hosting Olympics is mainly indirect impact because there is a lot of tourist arrival and a lot of.
That's for a few days only, 15 days only.
Yes, sir. Sir, as per data, it says that it gives economy around $300 boost in indirect sense, sir. So that is a big plus for our economy. Secondly, sir, for a sports ecosystem in our country. So currently we don't have very good.
Next.
Sir, third would be encouragement to our sports personals. Because
so the ecosystem and encouragement, are they more important than spending billions and billions of rupees?
Sir, but the indirect impact is very huge. For example, government would be spending only in few billions of dollars, but we would be getting a boost of around 300 to 400 billion dollar in indirect terms, sir, through coming of tourists, through coming of various people and implicit publicity of India. So, sir, while government might not be gaining that much.
Last thing, small question, small answer. Quick, brief answer. What is the correlation between state of economy and the health of the stock market? Do they go together, parallel, or the inverse?
So not one-to-one correlation, but majorly they are correlated, sir.
What happened in COVID? Economy was going down, but after a few days, stock market went up. Why did it happen? That's the main question. Why did it happen?
So in the initial phase, stock market also fell to historical
low. That was for a few days, less than a month. For the rest of the year, it was high. Why was it?
Sir, because governments followed expansionary policies. Sir, interest rate across the world were reduced. Sir, along with this fiscal expansion was also there across the world. So there was more money flowing in the market. And since cheap money was available.
More money pouring in the market?
Yes.
From where?
So from governments all over the world started quantitative easing. So US had an interest rate of 4.5%, which was brought down to around 1.5%. Across India also, sir, we saw quantitative easing. So there was more free money available in the market, and people decided that
they invested in India. Okay.
Now FTA, you see, the US FTA has still not been firmed up, in the sense it has not been written down, but what are the likely positive impacts and the negative impacts from what we know today? There has been some knowledge today. Can you give me some positive and negative impacts?
Yes, sir. Today morning only India and US signed a joint statement. And sir, based on this, sir, we have agreed that our tariff rates would be reduced from 50% to 18% on most of the goods. So we would also be getting zero tariff access on few sectors like generic drugs in case of gems and jewelry, etc. Sir, other than this, we are committing that we would be buying around 500 billion of US goods. Sir, it is in line with our goal also to increase bilateral trade to $500 billion per year. And since it would be a...
What would be the negative? After all, you see, in a discussion,
Yes, sir.
we can't have all positives. Then what is US doing? What is Trump doing?
Sir, firstly, in few agriculture sectors, we are opening up our market for American goods. Sir, for example, the statement itself says that in wines, sir, in other agriculture goods like processed food, along with soybean oil, etc., we are opening the market for
Okay.
American
What
goods.
else? What else?
Sir, other than this, American products will be coming to India at 0% tariff rate, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now, MP is basically an agriculture oriented state.
Yes, sir.
So, what has been happening in the last 4-5 years?
Sir, agriculture growth rate in MP is still robust. We are growing at around 5% for past 5-6 years. Sir,
And how and why?
sir,
That is well understood and well reported.
yes, sir. Mainly because of, sir, diversification of crops. Sir, Madhya Pradesh has shifted from wheat and rice to other crops like soyabean, maize, makka, etc. Sir, other than this, irrigation network has been expanded very rapidly. 80% of arable land in 80% of agricultural land in Madhya Pradesh is arable right now. Sir, other than this, there are specific schemes of Madhya Pradesh government. For example, the Bhavantar Bhugtan Yojana, they have been very successful, sir.
Now, if I say that, the Nobel Prizes have an inherent bias towards the Western world. Can you give some instances where maybe an Indian or a Asian should have been given a Nobel Prize?
So one instance would be of Mahatma Gandhi, where Nobel
Okay.
Committee itself regretted that it didn't
All
provide.
right, one more.
Sir, other could be to our. Sir, can I take a minute?
Yes, yes, please. Not only India, maybe Asia as well.
Yes.
All right, doesn't matter. Thank
Sir,
you.
one more person, I
Yes.
think Baba Amte could have been given Nobel Prize,
All right,
Peace
thank you.
Prize.
Thank you.
Pakshal,
Yes.
what does Pakshal mean?
Sir, in Jainism, Pakshal means Abhisheka, where we pour milk and water on the Tirthankara. The process is called Pakshal, sir.
Good. Uh, you are a student of economics and your subject as optional is also economics.
Yes, sir.
So let us know about the economics of your district and the state.
Sir, firstly coming on to my district, sir, my district has 70% of population is tribal, and all of them almost are engaged in agriculture and forest produce cultivation. Sir, in our district, sir, 70% of GDP is derived through agriculture product. Sir, other than this, industry is the mainstay of district. Sir, because we have Pithampur, an industrial zone in our district. Sir, it is hub for pharmaceuticals, automobile manufacturing. Sir, other than this, in our area, sir, means the region around Bagh from where I come from, sir, tribal handicrafts and tribal products are also mainstay, sir. For example, the Bagh print, which is GI tagged and ODOP of our district, it is very famous, sir. Sir, coming on to Madhya Pradesh economy. So Madhya Pradesh has currently 43% of its GDP coming from agriculture sector. So 30% is coming from industrial sector. So mainly it is an agriculture dominated state. Sir, mainly we are first in production of soybean, in production of pulses. Sir, we are second in production of wheat. So we have a huge advantage in terms of agriculture. Sir, other than this, industrial base is in Bhopal, in Pithampur, sir. So mainly in industrial sector, The focus is on food processing sector, pharmaceutical and automobile, sir.
So you must be knowing basically all the statistics, major statistics of your district and the state.
Yes, sir, to large extent.
You know that. Okay. What is the primary deficit? What is the revenue deficit? What is effective revenue deficit? And what is fiscal deficit? How do you, because you are a student of economics, so how do you differentiate between these four terms?
Sir, fiscal deficit refers to all the borrowings of the government. Sir, all the borrowings of the government in a financial year is what fiscal deficit represents, sir. Sir, revenue deficit is revenue earnings of the government minus the revenue expenditure of the government. The remaining is called revenue deficit, sir. Sir, effective revenue deficit means revenue deficit minus the grants which are given to the states or other public sector entities for capital creation. So it represents the effective revenue deficit, effectively what revenue deficit the government is having. So primary deficit includes borrowing minus interest. So it is reflective of current borrowings of the government, like how much government is borrowing instead of after paying the interest, etc.
Good. Uh, in the present budget, you must have gone through it very thoroughly.
Yes, sir.
Your interview is on 10th.
Yes, sir.
Likely questions from budget because you are a student of economics.
Yes, sir.
What are few most attracting things in the budget, and what are 3-4 things that make you feel concerned?
Sir, three things which attracts me is firstly the focus on new and emerging sector, for example, AI, data centers, etc. So second focus is that government has been improving its expenditure quality. The fiscal deficit has been reducing and capex expenditure is increasing. So that is another plus plus. And sir, thirdly, this budget has given a special focus on manufacturing sector and job creation in the country. 7 specific sectors have been identified, and sir, other labor intensive sectors like textile, etc. have been given a focus. That is another plus plus, sir. Sir, on concerns related to budget, sir, firstly, it has done very limited things to address the current economic problems like rupees depreciation and outflow of current foreign capital from the country. Sir, second major issue is that
What could they have done?
sir, they could have, for example, incentivized foreign investment. Other than this, sir,
Like how
sir,
to incentivize?
Sir, firstly, capital gains tax, etc., could have been cut. Sir, other than this, PROs, their investment could be more facilitated as TDS, etc., could have been cut more. Sir, this could be some steps which could have been taken, sir. Sir,
Okay.
secondly, about the budget only, sir. Sir, second negative aspect of the budget is that the pace of fiscal consolidation has slowed, sir. So earlier, like past year, we consolidated from 4.8 to 4.4%. This year, the consolidation is only of 0.05%. So that is another concern, sir. Sir, and third major concern is that some economists have pointed out that there is a capex mirage which is going on in our country. Sir, while the central government is increasing its capex expenditure, but the PSUs are decreasing their capex expenditure. So overall, if we see the central government plus PSUs expenditure, it has been stagnant, sir.
Any other points that you would like to highlight?
So currently,
Some of the points even economic survey had highlighted.
I will read more on this.
Freebies
Yes, sir. That is
will continue here also.
yes, sir. That is another concern.
And then your ratio of outstanding liabilities or loans versus your revenue.
Yes, sir.
To me, that looks frightening. Whatever you are earning, 40% you are giving as interest.
Yes, sir. For every 1 rupees, we are giving
To
36
me, this is
paise.
the most frightening thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.